Love, Death, Travel is inspired by the music, the imagery, and the folklore of the Doors. Inside Love, Death, Travel is a lot of B-side material, live in concert material, a touch of imagination, and a desire to honor a vision. There are several ideas and concepts that I wanted to test out but never really did. And one of those ideas was to create 6 short stories based on each one of the studio albums. Since every one of the studio albums has its own energy and words and feel, I thought, why not create a story based upon those 6 studio albums? And after I complete those short stories, I was thinking about putting them all together to create even a bigger picture of Doors consciousness. So to take it down another notch, I was thinking, why not add numbers to the equation? I think it would be pretty interesting to see what kind of story would develop when you group numbers together. I kind of want to see what the numbers would have to say. For example, you take the first, second, or even 8th song of every studio album, group them together, and create a story. Since it's the year of the Doors, and the Doors are releasing all this new material and exciting news and all this other good stuff, I thought, well, since we're waiting, why not get all the fans together and create a tribute to the year of the Doors? I was thinking of having them create short stories either in the version of the studio albums or the number system. I can set a date and have them create these stories. They send them back to me, and I can even create even a bigger consciousness out of that and have something to offer for the year of the Doors, all through the consciousness of the Doors fans.
She was a princess, queen of the highway.
Considering this is my final Doors Symbolicy and with nothing to lose, I am now asking help in making Love, Death, Travel a reality. I'm looking for my feature-length script to turn it into a beautifully made short film in order to showcase it to the band, all in hopes of taking it to the next level. Just like my journey, the main character in Love, Death, Travel goes through a lot in order to fulfill what he needs to fulfill, what his inner visions tell him to. And that's what it boils down to, is a coming-of-age story of honoring vision. The story is filled with imagination and courage and the voices within, the release of spirit, and the bonding between a grandfather and grandson in order for this guy to complete who he is inside himself. All through the Doors music and imagery and through the native spirit. A movie within a movie kind of a project. It's very powerful, very sacred, and I feel that it needs to see the light of day somehow, some way. And I really feel that if it's in the right hands, can make a very beautiful story come to life. And if you feel that you have a passion for filmmaking and the Doors and want to be part of it, whether it's a crew or financially or any way whatsoever, whether you're actor, performer, or whatnot, if you want to pass the word on to other like-minded folks, any help would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
I want to tell you about Texas radio and the Big B.
I want to tell you a story of a young man who just completed the 7th grade. Now, heading to the 8th grade, he knew he was going to be part of the first half. So the school had him get his curriculum, books, study guides, everything. In the beginning of the summer, his sister got ill, so he dedicated his whole summer to take care of her and help her around the house. And at nighttime, he would study his homework. And as time went on, he got really into it, started studying all the subjects and taking them further, doing all the assignments, all the projects, And then midway through the summer, he realizes, I can only take this so far. I've done everything I possibly can. No one else is here to see it. So he's just kind of waiting for the students and teachers to arrive for him to, deliver the message. And that's how I feel about Doors' Symbolicy. Early on I received a vision, and I got all my material together, and from scratch I created an experimental documentation of my progression of Love, Death, Travel in hopes of making it into a trailer, all in honoring of Jim Morrison and the Doors. So at this point, I'm just going to let it go and let it do its thing, and hopefully when the students and teachers arrive, someone will take notice, and hopefully we can continue this journey. Plus, this gives me time to focus my energy on other creative projects. With that being said, I will continue documenting things as they progress, but I won't make any films out of it. Unless, of course, things do start progressing with the project. Because I still have tons of ideas and concepts that need homes. But, if this is the end, You know, I can honestly say with what I was going through, all the things that were happening in my life at that time, and I still made time to follow the vision through and create what I did, I can honestly say that's a huge accomplishment for me to take to the next level, to take things further with creating. So to me, it's it. But you know, obviously I have still a lot in the tank, and you know, and if you like what you see, what I've done by myself, just think of what I can do with a little bit of startup money and a crew. Possibilities are endless.